Here we talk about AI, okay, and why we should learn AI. And Andrew Ng has drawn a really nice analogy by comparing AI with electricity. So just like electricity, how it was a huge transformative thing, but its transformation's power lied in a fact that it was general purpose. Anything could use electricity, any machine, whether it is machine which is a physical power machine, or whether it is a machine which is like a computer which is electronic, and it is a instruction follower but intellectual machine. So we have IT entire industry based on computer machine which is a instruction following machine which runs on electricity. Similarly, we have physical machines like transportations. We have cars, engines. So right now there is electricity. Only now it is happening in transportation, I guess, for cars, but it has happened for trains. It hasn't happened for planes. But you can see electricity had huge areas where it was applicable. AI is the same way. AI, like electricity, is general purpose. Okay. So what does it mean? It means, three pretty important things. Let me just write them down because I think they're quite important. So one, if you are becoming a deep learning developer, okay. So I don't know what the title is going to be because the field is nascent. It is still forming. This is equivalent to developer, a programmer who with help of whatever language is going to solve a certain problem, and multiple people come together to solve a complex problem, right? So a complex problem a company can solve, and a small enough problem a individual can solve, and developer does that. Deep learning developer is the exact same equivalent. Okay, we will have complex problems like search, Google search. Okay, a $1 trillion industry. We have stuff like movies and video games, again a $1 trillion industry. Similarly, deep learning is so general purpose that unlike electricity, it is going to have even more transformatory thing. It is going to be applicable in old machine. It is going to help us make much more complicated machines because those machines could have intelligence coded in. Before, computers could code only fixed instructions. Now we have variable, dynamic, and we also have ability to make complex decisions real time. So the robotic arms which we are using, they could be a lot more complex because that intelligence could also be coded instead of being a specific thing. Okay, so AI is a very general purpose. That is the whole thing. And deep learning developer is gonna be that general purpose developer of that general purpose technology. Can So it is equivalent to this thing. And what is that person gonna do? Be able to work in any domain. Okay, so you could learn this course if you're a student, and you could kind of like be skilled in deep learning, and you can choose whatever the domain you want to get into. It could be video game, it could be video game developer, it could be video game certain features, it could be related to picture photo editing, it could be a 3D app, it could be anything which you can frame as a problem. There is going to be a company around it. Either you could start that company or you could work in that company. So deep learning developer is a very general purpose. So you could be that person, or you could be a existing working professional. And in your case, by learning this new way of problem solving, okay, this is gonna be help you make significant improvements in whatever domain you are working. Okay, so to give an example, computer vision as a field, it is quite advanced field. Okay, we had amazing video games until 2020. If you check some of the video games, they are actually much better than quality of some movies like Avengers. You'll be genuinely surprised. So video games like Red Dead Redemption, there is one Ghost of Tsushima, Assassin's Creed Origins, which is based in ancient Egypt in times of pyramid. We have Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is in ancient Greek. Amazing, Library of Alexandria, time of Julius Caesar in Origins, time of I don't know. Here we have Athens and Sparta war. So these games actually did extremely amazing, and it was an achievement of computer vision as a field. Now in that field, the problem suddenly, the quality of the solution was improved drastically. Generally things improve only a few percent per year. It was around 15 to 20% jump, and now deep learning has become the only thing which is able to get such a high quality results in computer vision for almost all kinds of tasks. So this is a story of deep learning transforming one domain, computer vision. It transformed it so much that it is the most important thing to achieve the highest quality performance. And remember, first point, it is general purpose. So the way computer vision was transformed, every single thing can also be transformed the same way. So whether it is search, whether it is video, whether it is audio, so it could be real-time noise cancellation, it could be real-time background processing, it could be real-time adding special effects. Maybe I could say something and real-time related slide is generated, interesting image is generated. So you could have some doubts and you could ask them to a AI chatbot which has been trained in a specific to this class. On ChatGPT or on Bing AI, it is questions you are asking, but we could build proactive things. So take any problem and you can just think of infinite ways of injecting AI into it, injecting deep learning into it, and improving the quality of the products a lot. Okay, so you could be first one, you could start master a general purpose thing and look for the problem to solve later. Or you could be already solving a problem and you're learning deep learning, and using deep learning you're solving that problem a lot better, and you are one of the few ones who can do it. And so this data is new oil, is the new oil, right? So what does it mean, data is the new oil? uh, we simply say to include shadows. We can look at it as this thing. Okay, oil, when it was found, and it was found to be as general purpose as electricity was, right? Oil also is a general purpose thing. It also gives us energy. Electricity is a carrier of energy. We can use oil or we can use whatever for it, right? So oil is also general purpose. And when oil was new, anyone who was in the industry at the same time was able to grow a lot. So if you were a developer, or anything to do with oil in that time, in the time of gold rush, okay, it is called as gold rush. So when gold was newly found, the rush of it, gold rush. When oil was newly found, oil rush. Now when the data has become understandable with help of deep learning, now we have data rush. So this is a recent time where anyone who is able to do significant better quality product using this new technology will have tremendous audience. Okay, and because this is a time of internet, we have large number of audiences available to us. So we can take any regional language, we can take any niche, we'll have millions people available if you are solving a complex problem. And deep learning is a general purpose problem solving tool. Many of the problems, many of the existing solutions could be transformed with thinking, with the deep learning thinking, right? So data is the new oil. This is the time of AI rush. Okay, and it has already become true because of the chat wars we are seeing. Chat GPT, Bing AI, and Google search. You see, the product has become possible. Such a complex scale, billions of people on entire earth use Bing, Google search. If they all have access to AI, it means AI is actually possible of scaling to that problem. It is capable of solving that complex problem. So this is a AI gold rush. This is a data rush. So the newness of it is a opportunity, and it is also, there is a trade-off. There is no free lunch, right? When something is there, there is also a side effect. The trade-off being there is no certain guideline. So there is constantly new research papers happening. So this new technology, stable diffusion, and so many new things which are happening there. So all of these things are simply because it is new. Okay. So new has a pro and it has a con. If you can simply learn and keep up with the things, you actually are in a much better place to take advantage of that new rush which is gonna come there, right? Now, this while saying that this course of by Andrew Ng covers all the from fundamental to the latest. Okay, so in 3 months, if you just follow along, you should have mastered a skill which is such a powerful thing. Okay, so in the welcome video, this case is made. AI is like new electricity. It is very general purpose. It has transformed so many things, and it can transform many others. So kind of like it's motivating us to learn, right? And I also did not profit from what Andrew Ng was actually saying. When I was learning deep learning, that was back in 2015, I was also new to the trend. And many people at that time actually mastered it, and they coded, they had YouTube channel, they took advantages of open source projects, and they were able to grow, take advantage of it quite a bit. The max I did, I got selected as a trainer in Google. Okay, so I think that was just a upper cap. I was not the top world known recognized because I did not learn that well, because I did not realize it was that great of opportunity. So I missed out on that wave. Now it is the same time. Now it has become profitable, and everybody knows that it is so profitable. So there is a rush, but it also means there is an opportunity. Okay, so many there is, it's so complex, mastering it to the top level is so complex that once you do, you can solve any problem, right? In 3 months I will complete four, no, not four, I think it is 5 courses of entire deep learning specialization. So 3 weeks is a sub part of this, which I'm doing, and I'm tracking in these things here. So course one, and this is the deep learning specialization, and these are the deadlines I've put in. So if you wanna follow along, I think this is a, oh, maybe I could zoom in. I don't know how to. Anyways, if you follow along, I think in 3 months, this is a pretty nice achievement, right? So, and the second part, the final part is how the content is structured for this course one. So, my aim here for this course is in 3 weeks, I'm going to cover 4 assignments, 4 quizzes of this course, and then approximately, I think approximately we have, I think 40 videos, 40 videos. So around in 20 days, this is the thing. So approximately if we do 2 to 3 videos per day, so in 3 weeks, course one will be done. So the thing is, AI will help us build better tools. So we'll have better search. So we'll have better power accessible to us, right? This is what is, Gary Kasparov had said in his TED talk. So whenever there is a machine which is gonna become, which we think is gonna come against us, the right way to look at it is always, instead of man versus machine, it is man plus machines. We look at machines as ways to augment our power, physical power. Now computers are the same way. Computers are what they allow us to do brute force thing in a instruction execution. So once we write a program, that program can keep running and keep doing the thing we need, Okay, so it has been so long we have thought about it that we have forgotten that computer is nothing but a very powerful machine, and it can be coded to do anything. Now, the code which is required to do anything used to be quite complex and long. That's why it was still limited by the things which could transform. In AI, it is different. Okay. In AI, the code which is required to solve a complex problem becomes easier because there is solutions are available. In AI, once somebody makes a breakthrough, open source community implements it, and you can actually take it and immediately do whatever you want. Or there are APIs being released. So, with help of democratization, I think, has become very important. I'm just realizing this because of democratization, things are becoming easier and easier and easier. Tools are becoming better and better and better. Open source models are available. We can train them. There are research papers available which have insight about how we could improve. So, simply by doing a directional problem solving, as long as we have an audience which will love the solution we are providing, we can invest that much amount of our time in solving that problem, and we can actually profit quite handsomely from it. Okay.